The family says that the photo of the young man that is coming up the stairs, which was shared, that blurry image, is definitively not Tyler Robinson. And let me just say, I never thought it looked like him. Neither did you. Okay. Face looks different. Face looks more narrow. Also, that person looks taller. Every time I say, I'm like, this person is taller than Tyler Robinson. Tyler Robinson also appears to have full lips, even though this image is blurry. We're not looking for someone that got fuller lips. And Tyler Robinson looks broader than that individual walking, right? So I'm on board with that person walking up the stairs is not Tyler Robinson, because I feel like it was intentionally blurred. They also never gave us the footage at all, because in order to blur it, they probably needed a static image. Also, the family believes that, and this is really interesting, Tyler Robinson's apartment was staged after his arrest. Now, you will recall that I spoke to Lance's family. And one of the things that Lance's family said was, hey, we own that apartment. They pay rent to us. We've never met Tyler Robinson, but I can tell you that it seems like they were trying to hide the fact that this apartment got raided.
They think we've forgotten. They think the headlines were enough. They think the truth can be blurred, cropped, silenced, and buried. But here at Criminal Pattern Reloaded, we don't stop at headlines. We don't stop where they tell us to. We dig deeper. We expose the pieces they want erased. And tonight, we're asking the one question they never wanted in the public square. What if Tyler Robinson didn't pull the trigger? The blurry image, let's begin where they started. That blurry staircase photo, the one shown across every screen, the one that was supposed to prove Tyler was the suspect. But here's the problem. Even Tyler's own family, even neutral observers said the same thing. That's not him. The face is narrower, the body is taller, the lips don't match. Tyler Robinson is broader and shorter. And no matter how many times they replayed it, it didn't add up. And ask yourself, why is the image blurred? Why release a still frame instead of raw video? Because you don't need to blur live footage. To blur it, you need to freeze it. To freeze it, you need to control it. This wasn't evidence. This was a prop. Before we continue our last channel, the original Criminal Pattern was banned, taken down for exposing uncomfortable truths. They silenced us once, but we came back. This is Criminal Pattern Reloaded. And if you're watching right now, you are part of the resistance to their narrative. You are part of the community demanding answers. But listen carefully. Caring isn't enough. If you watch silently, they win. If you move on, the truth dies with the headline. So here's what you must do. Subscribe right now. Turn on notifications. Comment your thoughts. Share this video. Because every view, every share, every subscription makes it harder for them to erase this case. Do not let Tyler Robinson become another innocent name buried in history. Do not let this cover-up stand unchallenged. Stay loud, stay vigilant, stay with us, because this story isn't finished, and the truth they tried to bury is coming back stronger than ever. This is Criminal Pattern Reloaded, and we will not be silenced. The staged apartment. Now let's move to the apartment. Tyler's so-called hideout. But according to the property owners, the people who actually leased it out, the space was staged after his arrest. Things were moved, details were off, and then just like that, the entire raid disappeared from official records. Why? Because if the apartment was staged, then the evidence inside of it can't be trusted. Once again, the story was being manufactured. The rush to name a killer. Now let's zoom out. A public figure is killed. The event is packed with cameras, security, and witnesses. Yet within hours, not days, not weeks, hours, one name was plastered everywhere. Tyler Robinson. No ballistic report, no confirmed weapon match, no raw witness interviews, no timeline, just a suspect and a verdict delivered in record time. And here's the red flag. Real investigations take days, sometimes weeks, to confirm the basics. But the headline verdict was ready before the body was even taken to the coroner. Ask yourself, how can guilt be declared before evidence is examined? Unless, of course, the guilt was assigned before the crime even happened. Tyler as a shield. Tyler Robinson isn't their suspect, he's their shield. Think about it. He has no influence, no powerful lawyers, no media connections, no platform. He can't defend himself. He can't speak to millions. He's disposable. He was chosen because he was easy to control. And once his name was tied to the case, every other possibility disappeared. That's not due process. That's narrative management. The evidence they won't show you. Let's talk ballistics. They keep using the same vague words. Linked, associated, Connected. Notice what they don't say. They don't say the weapon was in Tyler's possession. They don't say his fingerprints were on it. They don't say his DNA was on it. They don't say he fired it. And here's the part that should chill you. The bullet pulled from Charlie Kirk's body does not match the rifle pinned on Tyler. That's why the report is sealed. That's why the data hasn't been paraded across every screen like in every other case. Because if it matched, you'd already know. If it matched, it would have been front page proof. But it doesn't. And if the gun doesn't match, then Tyler doesn't either. The cameras they won't release. Now let's turn to the cameras. In 2025, do you honestly believe there's no footage at a high-profile event with live stream rigs, security feeds, and hundreds of phones? Of course there's footage, but the exact angle, the one that would show the shooter, has never been released. Instead, they gave us cropped images, blurred stills, partial clips, everything except the one thing that would end the debate. And when independent videos surfaced online, they were flagged, blurred, or taken down almost instantly. Ongoing investigation, they said. Yet they didn't hesitate to release Tyler's name. They didn't hesitate to smear his face. Evidence is hidden when it contradicts, not when it confirms. The witnesses who vanished. And what about witnesses? The people who were right there, the ones closest to the stage, reported seeing someone else. A different build, different clothing, moving toward an exit right after the shot. But those voices never made it to the microphones. They weren't quoted. They weren't invited to press conferences. Instead, we were given the same handful of perfectly polished testimonies, repeated word for word across outlets, each one backing the official line. That's not witness testimony. That's script management. And those who spoke out online, posts deleted, accounts suspended, voices silenced. This isn't about an investigation. This is about suppression. The timeline that doesn't fit. Every crime has a clock. But in this case, the official timeline doesn't match reality. Reports placed Tyler away from the line of fire at the moment the shot was fired. Some saw him in the hallway. Others said he was standing off to the side. But once his name hit the headlines, those details were erased. Early mentions of a suspect fleeing? Gone. Early timestamps of the medical response? Changed. When the truth doesn't match the script, they rewrite the clock. And if they can rewrite time itself, they can frame anyone. The sealed files. Now ask yourself, what's been locked away? The ballistic analysis, the full autopsy, the uncut surveillance, the internal comms, the unedited witness reports, every single piece of evidence that could clear Tyler, sealed, restricted, buried, not because of national security, not because of procedure, but because exposure would shatter the story. Would it benefits? The full månplails, the what finds the line. The full månplails, the spuden virus kingy wat. Punched and varted the story of benefits. Would a key rekingature v. Brew cork. Would a key refilled me ad plitter trod the story. Which sort would you for the puzzle slays? Here's the question they pray you never ask. Who benefits from Charlie Kirk's death? And who benefits from blaming someone who didn't do it? Accidents don't move this fast. Cover-ups do. TylerRobinson isn't the shooter. He's the substitute. The real killer slipped away, erased by headlines. And the system doesn't care about justice. It cares about protecting itself. The truth they fear. This isn't about conspiracy. It's about convenience. Somebody wrote the headline before the evidence existed. Somebody scrubbed the footage before the public saw it. Somebody sealed the files before the defense could speak. And somebody knows exactly where the real shooter is, because they helped him walk away. Now here's where you come in. Our last channel, the original Criminal Pattern, was banned, taken down for exposing uncomfortable truths. They silenced us once, but we came back. This is Criminal Pattern Reloaded. And if you're watching right now, you are part of the resistance to their narrative. You are part of the community demanding answers. But listen carefully. Caring isn't enough. If you watch silently, they win. If you move on, the truth dies with the headline. So here's what you must do. Subscribe right now. Turn on notifications. Comment your thoughts. Share this video. Because every view, every share, every subscription makes it harder for them to erase this case. Do not let TylerRobinson become another innocent name buried in history. Do not let this cover-up stand unchallenged. Stay loud, stay vigilant, stay with us, because this story isn't finished, and the truth they tried to bury is coming back stronger than ever. This is Criminal Pattern Reloaded, and we will not be silenced.